Empty ports are now a common sight across America, and the silence is hard to ignore. Once the busy centers of global trade, these ports are now strangely quiet. Cranes stand still, containers remain untouched, and the usual rush of trucks and workers has slowed to a near stop. The big question on everyone's mind is, what went wrong? While economic reports show troubling signs, former President Donald Trump continues to deny any problem. According to him, things are under control. He still claims that his trade war with China was not only necessary but also successful. However, what's actually happening on the ground paints a very different picture. During Trump's time in office, tariffs were placed on Chinese goods. In response, China hit back with its own set of tariffs. What followed was a steep decline in trade between the world's two largest economies. American farmers were hit hard. Manufacturers had trouble getting parts and supplies. Retailers ended up paying more for products, and that extra cost was passed on to customers. Now, years later, the long-term effects of that trade war are becoming clear. Anyone visiting ports like those in Los Angeles or Savannah can see the difference. These places used to handle millions of shipping containers each year. Now, activity has dropped by worrying amounts. Experts are warning that this might be more than just a short-term slowdown. Some believe it signals a bigger, deeper shift in the American economy. There are different opinions on what this means. Some experts say it could mark the start of a long decline in America's influence in international trade. Others think it's just a temporary result of global economic troubles. But one thing is becoming clear: pointing fingers at China is no longer enough. Trump keeps talking about bringing jobs back home and cutting ties with China, but analysts say that the supply chains built over many decades can't simply be broken without major problems. Big global companies are not moving their factories back to the U.S. The result? America loses in two ways: fewer imports and no real return of industry. While Trump continues to say that America is stronger than ever, people working in ports and small business owners are sharing a different experience. Job cuts have started. Shipping companies are reducing their workforce. Local economies that depend heavily on port traffic are beginning to feel the impact. In areas where port jobs are a major source of income, unemployment is going up and financial worries are growing. These communities are struggling, and people are wondering what comes next. Even international allies are paying close attention. With fewer goods being traded to and from the U.S., some countries are turning to other trade partners. This shift is weakening America's role in the global shipping and logistics network. It also raises serious questions about the country's long-term economic strength. The Biden administration is now facing this complicated situation, but Trump's refusal to admit any mistakes continues to dominate the public conversation. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.